I think I can hear you, babe.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, there we go. Hey, Caleb, how you doing, bro?
What's up, Caleb?
So, yeah, I think I can hear you, babe.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, there we go. What is
What's up, Caleb?
so, yeah, okay, I don't know what that was. There is a big echo. You're right, Caleb. Baby, I don't know where that echo came from. We're in separate spots of the property. Let's see if this is any better. Stoner, are you there? Okay, you turned your audio off. I'm further away from you. Why don't you try it now? Breaker, breaker, 1 9. Okay. I guess YouTube it's not working very well. Babe, see if you can leave. Okay, guys, I don't know what's going on. He's on like way on the other side of me. Not throughout the whole property, but it shouldn't be echoing like that. How you doing? So it's gonna be about a country boy can't survive.
Hey, can everyone hear me?
Ah,
Yeah, we good?
yes.
Sweet,
Mhm.
sweet.
So we went on this live tonight. It's gonna be a short one, you guys, just kind of informal, just kind of kicking around and whatever, right? And we were talking. Um, how many of you guys here in the chat have seen the video that I put out earlier today? If you haven't, it's no big deal. I will. Y'all don't have to watch it, dude. It is kind of boring. What I would do if I were y'all, I would put the speed at 1.25 or 1.5 and just kind of go through it. But if you have, put a thumbs up. Awesome, Canada.
What's
Hey,
up, Lee?
Canada. Good to see you, bro.
Hey,
Leeway, you saw it too. Awesome.
Jose, how you doing, man?
Hey, Jose. So basically, there's a link between Redneck Rave and PBR, professional bull riding. And then you look at who owns PBR and who invests in PBR. And we're talking about the same people that are also investing in the WWE. And basically, the heavy investors that we're looking at are Blackstone and BlackRock. A lot of connections for sure, 100%. So me and Stoner Man, we're just kicking it like we usually do, right? Just sitting here talking. He's home from work, we're talking. And basically, we were talking about, okay, now how does this tie into some of the stuff that's going on? Well, I told him I wanted to do a video about the Southern Way of Life, how it's been under attack for years. If y'all think the Southern Way of Life has been under attack for years, put a thumbs up in the chat. And Stunner, I'm going to put myself on mute if you want to say something because I've been talking for a second.
No, you're good. But yeah, we were even talking about that too, like as far as movies and everything, how westerns, like they were so popular for so long, and even the westerns kind of died out. But even back in the day, I mean, like Andy Griffith and shit, like like the South wasn't portrayed as, I mean, like there were times where Andy, people kind of made fun of him for being a hick and all that shit, but at the end of the day, he always came out on top. I mean, he was always the witty one, finding solutions and figuring shit out, and even the whole one with was that the episode where they were stealing the cows, putting the shoes on them. He was the only one that figured that shit out, but like even when they portrayed the South as kind of like idiots, it was still we kind of came out on top, but it was just that whole how we were portrayed has changed so much over the decades, and fucking westerns are gone, and the only time you see like a quote unquote western, it's filled with a bunch of woke shit, or it's got some fucking aliens or some weird shit in it. It's not a true western.
Absolutely. And a lot of them, like, because I'm a little bit older than you, Stoner, a lot of them in my era were more so about exploiting. There were so many races here in the South. And dude, there are races everywhere. It doesn't matter where you go. You could be in the north, south, east, west. It does not matter. You could be in the Midwest. It does not matter. Um, but that was heavily, heavily covered, you know, during my era.
Oh yeah, I mean shit. That's all I grew up on was fucking like TV from like the 50s and the 60s. Like fucking Gunsmoke, Rifleman, shit like that. Like but I just feel like you know, it portrayed a better moral, better message to people, and not only that, but it had masculinity in it. I mean, every show was about, a strong man, and even like, a lot of movies and shows portrayed strong women too, I mean, those wives
Absolutely.
grew up on farms and shit, those were some tough ass women, man. I mean, they lived a very hard-working life, very rough life, man, and that's just who they were. But, you know, I don't think people could even fathom living like that now, you know. I
Right.
People can find entertainment in it because I think it would almost be like a trigger for them. Like, oh, my anxiety's getting, worked up. Oh my god, what if I have to live like this one day? Fuck, man, I wish we could live like that. I'd fucking pay money to be able to go back in time and fucking, live in that time.
Totally. You totally would. He's told me I don't know how many times, he'd go back to the old west, you know. Yeah, completely. So
Caleb, that
do what?
Caleb said people called me Barney Fife growing up because of my last name.
That's funny. That's awesome. My dad, he used to call him, "That's my hero." He would say, "That's my hero," all sarcastic. But yeah, totally. Freaking Barney. Oh my gosh.
Dude, I hands down favorite moment ever. Citizens Reyes. Citizens Reyes.
Like Gomer Pyle.
Oh,
Oh man, that's freaking funny. So that's why we want to talk about this tonight, y'all. Because I'm like, well, hey, baby, I mean, you know just as much about what I'm talking about as I do. Why don't why don't we hop on together and kind of talk about this a little bit? So basically, from the video from earlier, why would these bigger companies want so much to do with why okay, the way I posed it at the end, and again, this is my opinion. So we got, hey there, Fast Barlow. Good to
what's up,
see
man?
you. So how I put it at the end, and this is my opinion again, but there is a connection between the music industry and Redneck Rave. And you've got BlackRock and Blackstone that are heavily invested in both the music industry and also in PBR and the WWE. And there are those connections as well. And then you've got You hear they hear Spyro, baby.
Yeah. I
I'm trying not to go too far away. He's being chatty. Anyway, so yeah, there's those connections for me. I don't expect everybody to agree with me there. That's whatever. But it kind of makes sense why all of these artists from the Redneck Rave have a problem. And I'm not saying all of them do, but quite a bit do that hang out over there have a problem with Ryan. And quite a bit of, I mean, we all know the stuff that's going on with Jelly Roll, basically. You know, that's been ongoing. So I always thought that these artists, yeah, they execute stuff, but I believed that they were puppets, you know, and it makes sense. They're puppets of the music industry. Well, yeah, the music industry has a lot of money, but they have even deeper pockets going back to Black Rock and Blackstone, you guys. Hey, just doing good to see you, bro.
What's up, man?
Um, just doing what are you doing here, man? Dude, you're gonna get us in trouble now. We're gonna we're doing this for clout, don't you know, bro? We're doing this for clout.
Hey, you're a wild man, Gabe. You're
You're
a
a
wild
wanted man, dude. We can't be associating.
uh,
Oh gosh. Oh goodness. We're just kidding, Gabe. Um anyway, so those are my thoughts on that. Again, that's just my opinion, that's my theory, right? So why are they after Ryan so hard, right? Well, they're after Ryan so hard because he stands for who? Us, the Southern people, the country boys, the country girls, holler boys, holler girls. He is one of the last ones standing for all of us, right? That's my opinion. That's what I believe, you know? And that's why they're going after him hardcore, and he knows it. So, this is why we're doing this video about A Country Boy Can Survive. And I'm gonna let you kind of take it from here on why we went with that name, baby.
well, first off, I wanted to say too, like, man, it's not only that, but it's also, how he thinks, and not just the way he thinks, but how he encourages and inspires other people to think for themselves. I mean, he's never once told somebody think like this. He's just shown like, hey, if you do think like this, these are the dots you can connect, and this is you know the picture that you can start painting, and it makes sense. But like, I really feel like the moment he truly pissed everyone off was indeed, and I've heard many other people say this as well, was the whole Kylie Rodney shit. But dude, like, why was that the soft spot, man? Why was that? And everyone's like, well, it's because we care about the family. We care about the family, what he's putting them through, and all this shit. Dude, he's just trying to say that there's something fucking weird about it. He's trying to say shit's not adding up. These people are fucking weird people, and they all have these strange connections here, and something's not adding up. Why would you not want somebody doing that? Like, dude, if that was like our daughter, fuck yeah, man, I would want somebody to say, "Hey, man, I think that something else might have happened. I think what you're being told is incorrect." I would fucking I would appreciate that. Who the fuck wouldn't? Like, like, everyone's like, thinks this family just wants to, like, just move on. Well, how do you move on without true closure, man? It's not about the family, it's about they don't want any attention to the case. Why don't
Absolutely.
to the case? Because they're they're doing weird fucking shit. This all fucking ties in together, man. The true crime ties in to the fucking ring. The Ring is tied to music. The Ring is tied to fucking corporations. Corporations are tied to music. I mean, you can sit here and zigzag connect the fucking dots all day long. Sorry, I said that
Exactly.
way
No,
fucking question you.
I'm no, baby, you're good. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to talk over you. These cars are driving by, and you know that I don't hear well. Whenever there's another noise, I'm like, "What?" So I didn't hear you. Sorry about that. I'm glad you did bring up those things that you did right there because on that video with the WWE, look at last year what happened to Vince McMahon. He was accused of trafficking, correct? He had to resign
Yeah,
as the chairman of of the company. So, and again, this is all alleged. I cannot say alleged enough because nothing has been brought to court as I am aware of. Nothing has been proven in a court of law, so I can't say this is happening or not. But look at that, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, so the purpose of this live is just Country Boy Can Survive. So I want y'all in the chat. Y'all tell me how y'all would survive if like the grid went down, all of a sudden it was apocalypse time. I want to hear your responses, and I'm gonna let Stunnerman respond what he would do.
I think you're gonna have to narrow that question down a little bit there.
Just name at least one
All the
thing you
true
would do.
questions are like, do you really want the whole Grandmaster plan? I feel up.
I told y'all. Okay, so if y'all have never seen me tell y'all this before, I know a few people in here have. This man right here, he's a nerdy country boy. So he is definitely apocalypse. You know, like ready, pretty much. I know that we would survive. I know that we would be just fine. He's taught me many things, and I'm grateful because I did not grow up like that, even though I grew up in the South. And he's nerdy because he knows about all sorts of things. Like, let's say you need to take down a radio system, or you need to put a radio system up, or whatever. Like, he can do those things as well. So, but Stoner Man, just list at least one thing.
Shit. First thing I do is cheer that I was fucking out of the fucking hustle and bustle. Like, hell yeah, I'm gonna disappear into the woods and I'm gonna live the best life I've ever lived.
Hell
I,
yeah.
like, hell yeah. I don't have to work anymore. I don't have to fucking pay these fucking bills. I just have to live and survive.
Absolutely.
I
He
fuck.
totally would, you guys. I'm loving these responses. Caleb says, I'd pitch a tent, camp, and make fires to live and catch my food. Just Doing says, I would dig a hole that leads to another hole that leads to an armory, ammo, and food, and hold it down. Heck yeah.
Shit, yeah. Man, that's why people need to start building more underground houses, man.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Really.
Yeah.
Or
Think about the
park
fires.
underground or something. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's for real. I mean, the only thing you really have to worry about is fucking earthquakes. But yeah, I'm sure there's somebody out there that designed some sort of something that can, you know, keep it from affecting your home too much. But
Right.
not a fucking engineer. But
Yeah. Farla says, I can eat anything that runs, crawls, or lies or swims. Flies or swims. Hell yeah.
yeah, what's up, Carolyn?
Hey, Carolina girl. Girl, how would you survive? I know you're a country girl. How would you survive in like if the grid went down or if we were in some sort of like apocalypse? I want to hear your response because I know you're tough as shit.
All right, Carolina girl, I gotta ask. So I was trying to convince Kitty to eat some possum and some armadillo, and she wasn't doing it. Big.
Okay, let me tell y'all. All right, my dad, he used to actually, my dad growing up, his family was very poor, and he when he was little, he and his siblings would go out and run actually catch armadillos, and they'd make stew and all sorts of stuff with the armadillo. But um, I don't want to try armadillo because, again, researching one of the number one causes of leprosy nowadays is from armadillo, so it kind of freaks me out.
What about possum though?
Dude, I don't know if I'd want to try possum because it just reminds me of a rat because of its tail. Okay, so I'm weird, you guys, with the with I have a phobia of rats and mice. And possum, I think, are cute until I see their tail, and I'm like, it's just something in my brain. I'm like, nope, nope.
I got a yes on rabbit. You said you would eat rabbit.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I would eat frog legs and
Oh,
maybe squirrel, even though it's a rodent, because it doesn't have the weird tail. Heck yeah, Carolina girl. She's like, we eat a lot of deer. Heck yeah,
heck yeah. Kev said fried frog legs and squirrels good. Shit, yeah.
absolutely. So we all know that we would survive, right? So if we have companies that are trying to pretty much take on the world or do want people to be dependent, want people to all live in smart cities, want people to go with whatever narratives they put out there and just be like little drones and just work on their little cubicle offices and whatever it may be. And that's nothing against anybody who works in an office at all either. Um, I'm just saying that they want everybody to, right? They want us all like in a sense, it would be another type of matrix or slavery, right? So if they want all that, that kind of makes sense why for the last how many years, like media, the entertainment industry, and then they've also went through the music industry as well. Look at country. Country's not country anymore. It hasn't been for a long time. That they're going after the South. And I'm not talking about just like people that live in the South. I'm talking about people that have that Southern mindset. The people there are people in the North that have the Southern mindset and that are just like us, except they live in the North. They try to live like we do as well. So it's that whole part of we have this natural and desire to survive. And we have this natural desire to be our own people. And we have this natural desire to have our own opinions. And I don't know if you want to add anything to that, Stoner.
I mean, overall, I mean, I think we just, we still have roots into something that I call the old way of life. I mean, we've all kind of moved away from that, but I mean, really, it's not even just the South, man. I mean, there's a lot of ranches and shit up in like Montana and stuff like that. I mean, those people still know that old way of life, but for the most part, you have to be like a farmer or a rancher or somebody up north to really, you know, to really count. But down here, there's just so many people that's how they grew up, man. They wasn't necessarily, on a farm, but they grew up poor. They grew up on the outskirts. They grew up, on land, but you know, like they were poor as shit, so they were having to, you know, scrounge for food and do what they had to do. They were having to survive, do what it takes to make it. Like,
Right.
people in the city when they're poor, I mean, they don't have the resources, they have concrete, they have buildings, they have people. So what do? They loot, they steal, they kill, you know, people with land and with opportunity like that to where they have a chance to say, "Hey, well, fuck, it, I'm gonna go catch my own food." In the city, battle you're gonna get is fucking rats and birds. Neither one of which are very clean. Not a reliable, healthy food source there.
Right.
But I mean,
Absolutely.
even that. But I mean, dude, look at the statues and they've taken down the names they've changed. it's the whole history, man. It goes so much more than just how we live life, but to what, our forefathers believed in and what they fought for. They don't want any remnant of that around whatsoever.
Absolutely. Night, Caleb. It's good seeing you, bro. Thanks for
Yeah,
stopping by.
thanks so much, man.
No, absolutely, Stoner.
You farm a ranch, you have France. Got the earlier opossum and armadillo equals Parmesan Diaz.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. No, totally. Totally.
But yeah, look back at our history, and I mean, what people think of our history alone in the Civil War is all fucked up and backwards, and
100%.
we're just these fucking bass backwards fucking bigots, and we're all fucking Aryan Brotherhood and all that. Like, what? No, man, that's not at all what we fucking believe in, man. I mean, yeah, we got fucking some radicals and shit, but everyone's got their radicals. So,
No,
but
absolutely.
I
Y'all
mean,
remember when the Jasper. Oh, I'm
like,
sorry, Stoner.
oh no, you're good. I was gonna say, how many movies and shows have you seen where it's like somebody goes to the South and boom, it's like inbred hillbilly fucking like racist, like who are crazy and trying to like murder somebody or something. I mean, dude, how many fucking like horror movies have like a similar plot to that?
Absolutely.
And what is that? Even what was that? Reservation Dogs too. When they
Mm,
they portray people here in Oklahoma, same thing.
mhm.
It's all these fucking Aryan motherfuckers running around trying to like fucking kill kids just because they're fucking natives.
Right.
Dude, I've grown up all my life in Oklahoma, and I can tell you I've met people like that, but they are far fucking few in between, dude.
100%.
But that's people outside of Oklahoma from other states watching that show. They're like, "Oh yeah, I heard that about Oklahoma," and it's like
Mhm.
reinforcement in their fucking brain that yeah, that's exactly what happens around here.
Programming.
Yep.
Again, with the programming. Exactly. You know, um, I'm gonna tell y'all something. So do y'all remember when that poor man from Jasper, Texas was drug? Do y'all remember that? If you do, put a thumbs up in the chat. Uh, Gabe, you and Stoner Man probably wouldn't because y'all are, I think, around the same age. Um, so I'm gonna let them get caught up on that. If y'all don't remember it, just put a thumbs down. And I'm going somewhere with this. Okay, yeah. Y'all ever watched the movie Jasper, Texas? Exactly. That's actually based on true events. I remember when that happened. I was in high school, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now. My cousin, which she was a distant cousin, but she was a cousin. I knew she was a cousin at the time. I knew her. Her family was living in Louisiana at the time. They're a white family. She was dating a dude. He wasn't that great of a dude, but she was young, and I guess he was involved in some slinging dope back in that day. And he went to pick her up, and she was going to break up with him. And he thought that she was snitching him out to the cops. So what did he do? He and about I think it was like 3 or 4 of his buddies. They were all they were all black guys, because our family, none of our family cared. You know, doesn't matter as long as you're a good person, right? Who you date. They took her out to the woods. He beat her with a rock. They drug her for miles. At her funeral, you couldn't. She was taller than me. She was about 5'10". You couldn't find all of her. They couldn't find all of her, and at the funeral, she had a kid's casket. That was around the same time as the Jasper incident, like, this horrible incident. It was horrible either way, whether it's my cousin or whether it's this poor man that it happened to. It doesn't matter. Nobody should be treated that way ever. But did my cousin get any media from it? No. Why? Because they were wanting to promote that there were white guys doing this to black people, not black guys doing this to a white girl.
I mean, that's pretty much the way it's always been, though. I mean, with every crime, with every news story and everything, if it in any way making, you know, a black person look bad or hell, any fucking minority, I mean, shit, right now, I bet you're not going to see any fucking bad news about some Ukrainian motherfucker over here in America. You know, I mean, dude,
Right.
there could be a fucking mass murder by a Ukrainian, and they'll fucking find every way to fucking say he was every other, like he was fucking Russian or some shit. And they'll fucking fake his goddamn birth records, just so that there won't be a bad, you know, thought towards fucking Ukraine because, oh, we gotta be kissing their ass right now. I mean, dude,
Absolutely.
it goes for like, we're not just talking about black people, we're talking about fucking anybody that it fits a narrative, they will either protect or they will fucking air them out real fucking quick.
Absolutely. And all this is about, and this is also another point that Stonerman and I have talked about before. People from the South or that have that Southern way in their heart, they don't care about race. They don't care. Dude, as long as you're a real motherfucker, they're down with you. They don't care. Southern people are also like they can be the friendliest. They can give you the shirt off your back, off their backs. You know, they don't want people like us. They don't. And yes, Mississippi burning is a good example. Absolutely.
And see, even going with the people who have been programmed for so long, and Kitty, you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about right now, but um, I was saying the other day to somebody and this other person was listening. And I was like, yeah, I was like, explain them. I was like, the KKK, they were actually more well known for hanging white Republicans than they ever were for fucking black people.
Right.
And I could barely even finish and put a period on that fucking sentence before this other person was like, "No, that's wrong. No, that's wrong. No, no."
Right.
How, you weren't alive then. Like,
Mhm.
how do you know? Why are you so quick to fucking jump and tell me I'm wrong?
Right.
Like, but like the programming is that deep. Like people can't even have a conversation and say, "Well, I've never heard that before, but that's interesting. That's interesting. Let me look into that. Let me do some research or something, make my own decision." It's
Right.
you're fucking wrong.
Mhm. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Farlo says, "I'm white and have a Mexican girlfriend." Hell yeah. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And us, I know this is an uncomfortable topic for a lot of people, but I think we should talk about it more because the more we talk about it and the more we talk about how, like, hey, Southern people, we aren't all racist fucks. We're not. We actually care about other people and everything else. We don't,
Well, you could.
yeah, there are those far and few between. There are shit people, but there's shit people in the North too.
Well, the first thing is we gotta stop having uncomfortability in conversations. Like, dude, we should all be to a point at this time, this era of the world, to where we can fucking talk about shit. We can say, "Hey, no, you know what? history is fucking wrong. The book you read in school was fucking wrong, and it actually happened like this, and it not be like a fucking hate crime, you know?
Right.
Like
Absolutely.
that's where we gotta fucking start, man. Because we have to be able to disagree, and we cannot fucking disagree. It's like
Right.
possible, man. I mean, there's a few of us, people in the chat and all that. Like we can fucking disagree, and we're cool. But man, the majority of the world just can't seem to fucking grasp that concept.
Exactly. And that ties into Just Doing's comment. You see that, baby?
What the one that you just posted? We traveled to
Yeah.
Vegas, being in the airport, a major city with all walks of life, walking around actually put into perspective that the news blows all this race baiting way out of proportion. Absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
And I've never been to Vegas, man, but like I've always just had like a urge to go there. I always felt like, that was kind of like the last city that really wasn't completely fucked up, you know?
Right. No, absolutely. So, yeah, you guys, this was the purpose of the live, and I'm actually gonna go and I'm gonna tie all this in together with the video, this live tonight, and then the video I put out earlier, and then I'm just gonna do another live probably tomorrow. If anybody wants to hop on, Cinnamon, if you want to hop on, anybody here in the chat wants to hop on with me, they are more than welcome to. Again, I will express my opinion. My opinions are not those of anybody else that comes on with me, though. Um, those people speak for themselves. So, even my husband, who actually does wear the pants, I had to. I had to.
I don't always wear pants, all right?
Baby, what did I tell you about talking like that in front of people?
Cause I'm free, free
Oh, God.
falling.
Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry, chat. Y'all did not need to hear that or know that. No.
Oh shit, I couldn't help it.
Yeah.
We're getting
Anyway,
all right.
right. Oh goodness. Anyway, you guys. Well, what are your thoughts on all this stuff? I would love to hear what y'all think. Again, if it's different from me or from Sturman, that's cool. I'd love to hear it because this is about discussion. It's about learning from each other. It's about, you know, hey, even if we agree to disagree, that's a great thing.
Absolutely. And I mean, dude, and that's the thing is, fuck, you could be completely wrong about something, and somebody disagreeing with you could be the opportunity or the point for you to see, like, hey, maybe I did make a mistake with my judgment, or maybe
Exactly.
a detail or something, and what I think is true doesn't make sense. I mean, it's okay to question everything, man. Even when you like know, quote unquote, that it's fact, question that shit, man. Because how much shit have we all thought was fact, and then within the last 5, 10, 15 years, however long it's been for y'all, you start waking up and being like, I grew up being told this, and that was fucking bullshit. I grew up believing this, that was bullshit.
Same
You know,
here.
so yeah,
Same here. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, another question for y'all in the chat, other than if whatever y'all want to put out there, like on this topic. Another quick little question. Are y'all Ambro tough? Are y'all Ambro tough enough for an apocalypse?
hell
If
yeah.
you are, put a strong arm in the chat.
By the way, I just have to say, just doing. He said, "Don't lie, Stone. Be chilling in his draw, saying, yelling, hey woman, bring me a beer and a sandwich." Dude,
Oh my
Kitty,
gosh,
uh,
how does he know that?
Kitty would smack me upside the fucking head.
Well, the funny thing is actually he will do that, but he knows he's playing. He's trying to get a rise out of me. That's all he's trying to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's getting me riled up. And I, he knows I get kind of quick with my anger. So yeah, I'll go and I'll smack him upside the head. But that's kind of what he was going for anyway.
Darren said, "Y'all just always remember people will say anything and everything about you, but they don't know what's in your heart. So be yourselves. Y'all know what's right and wrong." Shit, yeah, man.
Heck yeah,
People
that's
just,
so true.
man. Shit, you said before, dude. Fucking shut the hell up and listen more.
Right.
Talk too
It,
much. Listen enough.
right. And this is why a lot of the time, like even on Stoner's podcast, we let people in. We knew they were going to troll, but we're like, hey, you know, if you're respectful and you want to have an intelligent conversation, nothing wrong with having you in here. This is why I don't block people. I do believe in the First Amendment, freedom of speech, even if they are just trolling. And I'll troll back a little bit after a point. I'm like, okay, it's been fun, but hey, you know, if you don't have anything in like an independent thought that you've got to say and it's not from somebody else's mouth, or if you can't make any sense or it's not intelligent whatsoever, I'm not going to respond because that's just a waste of my time. Hey there, Papa. Good to see you.
What's up, man? Thanks for jumping in. But me,
So
it's
fast
just
fast Farlow
having
says he's Ambro tough, ready for that grid to go down.
hell yeah. But yeah, I'm open to anybody in the chat, man. Like if as long as you can have an intelligent conversation and not just sit there and toss fucking retarded ass fucking insults, like man, actually debate with me, man. I don't care if
Yeah.
you're not. Just be able to debate and make your point and show you did your homework and that you can think.
Right.
Oh man, if you're just gonna start throwing around random insults, talking shit, and you attacking people in the chat, man, we're all here. This is like drinking beer in the alley, man. We're all here to
Mhm.
chill, fucking, all get together, share our thoughts, just be chill, man. Nobody wants that bullshit.
No, absolutely. And that's why at that point, yeah, we'll kick him out, but we try to give him opportunities first because we're trying to show by example. Hey, we believe in First Amendment. Hey, don't go and be a tard in our chat. Don't be a tard with the other people in the chat. Don't be a tard with, the guest speaker. As long as you aren't doing any of those things, okay, cool. Even if it's a difference of opinion, fine.
Absolutely. Are you there, Kitty?
Yeah, I was just thinking doing tardisms.
I like that. A lot of different tardisms.
Doing tardisms. Anyway, all right, you guys. Well, I don't know if y'all have anything else, baby. Did you have anything else?
No, I think that's about it. I mean, shit, we can talk all night on this subject, but
Oh yeah.
usually how
No,
it goes.
absolutely. So, um I really truly believe that everybody should learn this way of life. And they're trying to make it to where people don't know this way of life, you know, and therefore they cannot rely upon themselves whatsoever, you know. So if you're more like me and you didn't grow up that way but you lived in the South, that's okay. Learn from your neighbor. Learn from go to a nursing home, talk to some of these people. Some of these people, they know their stuff, man, and they'd love to have a visitor, you know. Um, just open up your mind to and try to learn these things to do things on your own. It's not because you're going to need it. Not saying the world's going to end, not saying there's going to be an apocalypse, not saying that the grid is going to go down, but it's better to have it, not need it, than need it and not have that skill. And
Absolutely.
that that Southern way of life is a kind of fu to, you know, the elite and those in control and trying to control us.
Oh yeah. I mean, just even down to the way, I, for me personally, I mean, there's hospitality in, the North and all of that, but there's just something about Southern hospitality, man. Just, you can tell the difference from a Northerner and a Southerner, man. Those Southerners are the ones that, they're gonna drag you in the house and they're gonna insist on, you eating and making a meal, making dessert and having some coffee and, sit a spell, like most of the Northerners, if you're not there for like, mutually beneficial purpose, like it's not rubbing shoulders kind of dinner, then like get out.
Right. No, absolutely. Absolutely. So y'all, it's been
If
great.
anything, just
Um,
that doesn't
see.
happen. Other
No, it doesn't. Um, just doing y'all have a good night. Try to catch y'all tomorrow. Appreciate y'all. Good night, Gabe.
Yeah, good night, bro.
You have a good night, bro. No, absolutely. Well, babe, I think that's all I have. Chat, it's been great. If you have anything else, I'm gonna let you close it out, baby.
Nah, I think that's it, man. But
All right. So in the chat, we have. I'm gonna give a couple shout outs here. We have Caleb Barnes that was in here earlier. He's an independent artist. So y'all be sure to look out for any music that he's got going on. He's got his own YouTube. Let's see here. We also have Just Doing. Just Doing also has their own podcast. They're just some chill, laid back dudes. They're fun to watch. If y'all aren't already subscribed to them, I think all y'all are here in the chat. But if y'all are doing a replay on this live, just go to live chat. You'll see Just Doing. If you're not already subscribed or to Caleb wanting to see his music, just click on him and there you go.
heck yeah. Oh shit. Oh,
Country boy can't survive. Country
I was
boy
gonna say,
can't
thing
survive.
we jump off here. We just doing. Of course, we stand with Up Church.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all have a great night and Creek Squad, motherfuckers.
Freak Squad.